one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelican, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoDatDaily.com is your site. The WhoDatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
Fam, this is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.
Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talk indeed. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl.
Yeah. You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who Dat to the Black and Gold family, man. We in this thing. Hump Day edition, Sports Coma, live and direct. What's up, fam? Big up to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q chiming in this. Welcome to the show, fam. Appreciate y'all. Happy Hump Day to the Black and Gold family members, the Who Dat Nation. Much love to you, the great Saint Tank. I salute you guys. And thank you guys for being with me on this Hump Day stream. Much love to the family, as this one is called TSC. Injuries mounting up for the Black and Gold, man. A lot of injuries mounting up for the Black and Gold. And, of course, we go through injuries in preseason, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. Sometimes we are fortunate, sometimes we're not. This season feels like we're more on the minus side of things in terms of having a lot of issues going on. Some players really were really happy for Jalen Dalton once again. Too bad for him. We'll go over these news and notes for the family members today, as the Saints are off on this Hump Day, getting some well-deserved rest. But we are not off. So, so big ups to the fam. Thank y'all for being here as we go down the roll call. Much love to the fam. Brother Jerry, who that to you? Brother JT, who that to you? Brother Torrey Shepard Sr., who that to you? Gabriel Thomas, who that to you? What's up, Cameron? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here. All right. What's up, Ro? William Dickerson, who that to you, fam? Much love to you. Brother Robert Clark's in the building. Who that to you? Be Kind is in the building. Who that? Jasper, who that to you? Pick It and Flick It, who that to you? Saint Gunner, who that to you? And thank you for becoming a pro superstar. Much love to Saint Gunner. Who that to you? Appreciate you, fam. Much love. Lee Wood, who that to you? Chemo, who that to you? Clint, who that to you? All right. What's up, Josh Goat 23? Who that to you? K Sean, who that to you, fam? Much love, fam. What's up, Muse? Much love to the Muse as well as the Sports Coma Queens in the building. Much love to the Kings and the Queens. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate y'all. All right, who else we got chiming in? Kai, what's up, Kai? Kai, the great 84's in the building. Who that to you, fam? Mocha's in the building. Who that to you? Darrell's in the building. Who that to you? Shadrach is in the building. Brother Shadrach's in the building. Who that to you, fam? All right, who else we got chiming up in this thing? All right, Rush Hour was in the building. Tech Saint, what's up, my boy? Tech Saint in the building as well. Who that to you, my fam? Norland's 504, who that to you? Good to see you in the chat, fam. Much love to you as well. Big ups to the fam. Jarvis, what's up, brother Jarvis? Who that to you? What's up, Wallace? Who that to you? Banger Man J9, who that to you, fam? Good to see you. What's up, brother Daryl? Daryl Hatcher, what's up, family? How you doing, man? Good to see you in the chat, fam. Chris P, what's up, Chris? Who that to you, fam? Big Sean, what's up, my brother? Who that to you? Teal, my dog Teal is in the building. What's up, Teal? All right, Claude is in the building. Who that to you, brother Claude? Much love to you. Fred, what's up, Fred? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. O'Cooler is in the building. Thank you, O'Cooler. And thank you, brother Daryl, for becoming a member as well. Much love to brother Daryl. Big ups to you, fam. Appreciate you joining the team, the YouTube membership family. So thank you, fam, for that. All right, Slim, what's up, fam? Slim, who that to you? Marco, who that to you? Brandon, who that to you? As well. Much love to the fam, man. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Saints 01, what's up, fam? Big ups to you, fam. Much love. All right. Fly Trace social media in the building. What's up, fam? Big ups to you guys. Appreciate you. Kai says Jameis is clearly our starter. Most likely Taysom, me and Book, Trevor Simeon are going to play Saturday. All right. Thank you, there, Kai. Yeah, I think that's a lot. They've been the nation or national ugly ass backstabbing paid off press. The national scene, not our local guys, man. But the more of the national guys are all tooting the Jameis Winston horn after stabbing them in the back. A lot of them were stabbing in the back. Then all of a sudden, see how fast they turn because they think we don't remember anything. They think we have the memories of squirrels, which we don't. I keep saying that shit. We don't have the memories of squirrels. That's why I record when I play the interviews here. I always record it because sometimes those interviews disappear on what they say. But I remember what Phil Simms' son say. I remember all what majority of them saying, you know, and I won't let them turn and spin it like they was talking that way the whole time. But they've been singing Jameis's praises, beating Taysom Hill. But listen, and I was saying this before, there was no competition. We knew this. There was no competition. You had a man, how many times you guys heard the family members, not just me, but the Great Saint Think Tank, sit up here telling you, family, Jameis Winston has 70 games of NFL experience versus Taysom's 4 starting games as a quarterback. That's a terrible disparity. So you thinking Taysom's that's gonna surmount that? And I was saying that certain things that Taysom need to beat Jameis in a QB competition, he doesn't have it, not because he's a bad quarterback, simply because he's an inexperienced one. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you for your super chat, my baby. Thank you. Say, hey, Q and fam, can y'all help me with wish my Big Sean? Oh yeah, why you didn't say nothing, Sean? Big up to my dog, Sean. Okay, everybody, let's give big thank you for the super chat, by the way, Tasha. Much love to you and my brother Sean. Let's all give Big Sean a happy who that birthday, man. Much love to my dog, Big Sean. He a diehard Black and Gold family member, a diehard Sports Coma man. Him and Tasha, big ups to both them. A great team, a great family. Let's give Big Sean a happy who that birthday to my boy, man. Much love to you, brother. And happy birthday to you. Happy who that birthday to you. And may you have many more successful ones. Healthy and successful, wealthy and established, happy birthdays to come. So thank you. Much love. Big ups to Sean. All right. Thank you, Tasha. All right. Chef the Flavor. Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. Please hit the like button, family. Thank you for making that known there. Let's see as well. Let me see and the rest of the family. Thank you, Chris, for saying that. All right, KB, what's up, fam? Who that to KB as well? Good to see you in the chat, baby. Who that to the queen? All right, Jerome, what's up, Jerome? Much love to you, fam. All right, St. Gunner. He said, why is Sean so hush-hush about the starting QB position? And let me finish breaking that down, my friend, because I think we all know who it is. What's up, BC? BC Lewis in the building. What's up, my brother? Who that to you? Thank you for being here. All right, we're going to get into it. What's up, Brian? Who that to you? Much love to y'all, man. Kelvin, who that, fam? Good to see you, fam. Much love. All right. So, like I said, man, Lamar. What's up, Lamar? Big ups, fam. All right. So, and this is a part of it, though, bro. When I look at the QB situation, when we talk about Taysom Hill, chemo, all right, with the rest of it. But see, this is the thing when we mention the QB situation. We knew Taysom Hill he's an experience at the QB position, man. I mean, even though he could do a lot of the things in limited proportion, 25% in the room with the wide receivers, but yet he was outshining the wide receivers last year, the last several seasons that he was in the room with, still in their reps. Even though he wasn't a wide receiver, he had that ability to become a chameleon in the tight end room, running back room, wide receiver room. But when it comes down to a quarterback position, that's a whole nother different position altogether. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother. What's up, Ghostface? Ghostface Griller. Good. What's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Much love. All right. And that's a whole nother caveat, learning how to play the QB position, because you're the head of you're the head of the apparatus. You have to see everything. And then you got to have a clock in your damn head while you just can't sit back there in perpetuity. You just can't sit your ass back there in perpetuity and say, well, I'm going to just look around here and see if anybody's open here. No, it don't work like that. You got to have a clock in your head. And while you have the clock ticking, you got to be astute enough to keep the time ticking in your head. And then, of course, while you're doing that, you got to be pre-snap, walking up to the line of scrimmage, looking over to the defense to see what kind of defense they're looking. What, are they running? Or are they going to drop into pass? And that gives you the ability to kind of see if you could see if you see any players hinting at a blitz, or if you could pick up where the pressure coming from. All that while having a clock going off on your head. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And that's after the snap. Pre-snap, seeing what the defense look like. Also looking at your offense and see if everybody's lined up correctly where they're supposed to be. Looking around. Looking at the defense, seeing what they're looking like. And even if you need to audible out of something, then if you see everything to your liking, then there's the snap. Then once you snap the ball, then you have to start the clock. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all while going through progressions and looking out and not seeing anybody. And then if you don't see somebody downfield, dump the ball off to the check down or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So it's a position that has a lot of moving parts to it. That's why very few excel at playing the quarterback position. Very multifaceted. And if you don't then of course there is. Thank you, Lamar, for your door. He said Taysom lost confidence after seeing what Jameis did. Play attention. It was like he knew it was over. Yeah, you seen it in his body language. It was hard. He was hard pressed to try to beat that feat that Jameis did. Thank you, Lamar. Great commentary. But that's what's up, Big Irv? Who that to you? GM Kev as well. Good to see you there. What's up, Peanut? Who that to you, fam? And that's a major part of the Taysom thing, man. It's like it's a lot to do. That's what I'm saying. Jameis been doing that since he was in college, playing at a very high level. He comes into the NFL, he gets drafted high, and plays a lot of games as a starter. And then you have all that behind you, seeing this, seeing that. And then he has certain leadership capabilities and confidence that comes with excelling and having success as a quarterback at a high level, whether it was winning the championship in college, like what he did with Devonta Freeman, or, winning games, the few games that he did win with Tampa Bay. Not too many people could say there was a first overall pick in the NFL draft and then was a franchise savior. So his experience is big, plus the fact that he's just 28 years old. He's still in the prime of his young career. Sat down behind Drew for 1 year as a third stringer, came back hungry, is in the best mental shape of it. And that's the biggest part, is that he's in supreme mental shape, best in this he's ever been in his entire professional career. He's in a good space here and here. So, that means a lot. And most people don't count that. They don't look at it like that. Taysom, on the other hand, is a great dude. He does a lot of stuff. But that quarterback position, you can't expect Taysom Hill with 4 freaking games of QB experiences to compete with Jameis 70-plus games of experience. And remember who put these guys together. It was Coach Payton that went and pulled Jameis Winston. I often found that very interesting that Coach Payton chose Jameis Winston to come on the team when he could have picked an older quarterback that would not be a threat to Taysom Hill leading the team into the future if it was indeed his team. But we all knew this. We knew that coming in and said, this is a tough order for Taysom to do. And then, of course, the pocket awareness, meaning feeling the pocket, understanding, when stuff is breaking down, to have the wherewithal to know what to do, having the peripheral, seeing a guy coming up, it's a lot of the stuff going on that it requires time for him to understand. So even though he does not win the starter job, remember, he still plays. And I often said, Taysom doesn't lose regardless if he loses the job to Jameis Winston. He still plays on game day. He's going to still play the RPO. He's going to still run that. He's still going to do his Wildcat stuff. He's still going to come out there, help out with the wide receivers and running backs and tight ends or wherever Coach Payton feels fit. So he doesn't lose. And in essence, him recognizing that he couldn't beat Jameis Winston helps him ingratiate and hug the role that he is rightful for and the role that he got the money for. He got the money not because he was a quarterback. He got the money because he was a utility man. I don't say gimmick because I think he's a little bit more than that. But he's a utility man who excelled at all those positions. And you definitely need that right now with some of the injuries and suspensions that the Saints are dealing with at that wide receiver position. So Taysom Hill, in my opinion, man, is right where he's supposed to be. He's right where he's supposed to be in his development as a quarterback and as a football player. And there's no shame in that at all. Losing to Jameis Winston, there's no shame in that at all. Jerome says, why is a lot of our starter and defensive player playing a lot in preseason? Where is the rookie linebacker? I mean, you've seen some of that going on, but the Saints did play a lot of the backup personnel. You've seen a lot of these guys like Elbert Huggins. You see a lot of these guys like Christian Ringo in there. You've seen Carl Granderson in there. Peyton Turner is being held out because of injury. So is Pete Werner. But didn't we not see linebacker with the dumbass helmet? What's his name? Oh my goodness, the guy with the dumbass helmet, with the inflatable helmet, Andrew Dowell. Did we not see Caden Ellis and the rest of these guys out here? We've seen all those guys out there. So the Saints were playing their backup second, even went into the third stringers, and I wish they would have kept them on the bench. That Mills dude got smoked more than a handful of times. Bryce Thompson got smoked, and then Bryce Thompson punched the damn wide receiver in his face when he was trying to knock the ball away. And then on the next touchdown or the deep pass the guy caught, I think it was a touchdown. Same wide receiver, by the way. The Mills jumped up, thought he was going for the ball and kneed the man in the face. Then he went down and got hurt. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What, they beating that guy's ass? Good thing we didn't get the flag, because I said, man, I seen on the camera, he punched him in the face. Thank you, Ghostface. Appreciate you, fam. Ghostface says, anyone who thinks Taysom is better than Jameis at this point has had the cheese said. The cracker. Thank you. Appreciate you there. Ghostface, much love. Appreciate the super chat. Rush Hour, thank you as well, my friend. Says, Jameis even give a better interview. He sounds more professional. Yeah, I mean, this is true. And remember, Jameis has been in the league a little longer than Taysom. And the reality is, it's two different paths that these men came to get into the league. Jameis walked into the league as a first overall drafted wide receiver coming out of college, where he won a college championship there. He was the big stuff on the block in Florida, and a lot of that got in his head in Florida at Tampa Bay. He had some success, not a lot, but that's a part of the journey. So, I mean, he came here and the Saints took him and turned him around. Listen, y'all know, like I know, when Jameis first came down here, I was like, man, I did not want Jameis Winston on this goddamn team because he was dysfunctional. But he showed us that he got behind that. All that stuff, he got ahead of that. He got all ahead of that. And you got to give a man a chance. And we gave him a chance, and he really showed up. So, and remember, like I said, Coach Payton brought him on the team and put him in direct competition with Taysom Hill. And also remember, he's like, why would Coach Payton put Taysom Hill where he belonged? But he just like a person supposed to, you give him an opportunity, even though you know what you're looking at. sometimes they may not, and you let them go ahead on just to show to them, and then when it's over, when it's all said and done, in your head you say, "See, I tried to tell you, but you ain't want to listen. Now you see, huh? Now you can get to work. Let's win some games now." So I mean, does this stop Taysom from being a future quarterback with the Saints? More than likely, if he in head-to-head competition with a guy that has more QB reps than him, they got an idea of the quarterback position. And I often said when we was doing the utility work that if he's a quarterback and you see him as Steve Young, then you plant him in a wide receiver room, the tight end room, the special team room, takes away from him being in the quarterback room full time. So you can't beat a guy as quarterback and you spending 25% in the room and that man up in there 100%. It's just not going to be a good look. But anyway, let's keep it going here. Thank you for that, Daron, for your question, fam, and much love to you. Lee says, will the Saints trade for Eagles tight end Zach Ertz? I seen that article. I covered it, and I say no. We don't do that. And, of course, the Saints tried to claim a guy off of the waiver wire. We'll cover that report in this episode, by the way. But I say no to Ertz. Ertz is too much money. He makes $8-something million. I went $8.9 million. You know, and no, I don't think so. I don't think Ertz is a good fit for – I mean, he's a talented player on the back end of his career, but that's too much money. We're talking about having to give up for Zach Ertz. You know, so I would say no. We don't trade for him. All right. Thank you for the question. All right. Tex says, Big Q, did you notice how dejected and deflated Taysom was with every pass completed by Jameis? You could even see it in his body posture. Yeah, you can definitely read his body language. Thank you, Tex Saint. And see that was really ridiculous. He just got it handed to him. He lost the competition. Now he can be what he's going to be, which is the guy that's going to be sitting there as running RPO, doing the Wildcat stuff. That's what he's good at. There's nothing wrong with that. The man is, he runs that. And he's still a weapon. You still have the game plan for Taysom Hill. You know, a lot of people need to get that too. That's not a bad. It's not. It's like he loses his. Okay, he lost to Jameis, right? Now, what it looks like. It's going to look like what it did the last several years, which is you see Jameis 60%, maybe 70%, like they did with Drew, 60 or 70%, or 30 or 40%, depending on how it swings, that you'll see Taysom in the RPO. I mean, come on. You know? So, I mean, it's not like he loses because he's not a traditional backup quarterback. He's very much involved in the offense, in his own offense, and then helping out in other spots. So, I mean, I don't think it's not a loss. You know, he's not lost. He will be very much active in the Saints offense. Ice, what's up, Ice Man? Who that, man? What's happening? How you doing, Ice Man? Big ups to you, fam. Thank you for being here. Who that to you? All right, Darrell says Taysom got to put the weight back on that he lost to play QB. All right, thank you. Ben on Beast. What's up, fam? Say Hill don't even look happy playing QB. He always got a smile when he playing tight end, wide receiver, special team. I think the game's a lot easier for him to comprehend. Playing quarterback. Now, if Coach Payton has a certain, the RPO, the Wildcat packages that Taysom's familiar with that fits his playing style. Roll out passes where he has one or two options he needs to hit. When you simplify or shrink down the field for him, like cut off the half, and if he rolls them out to the right or rolls them out to the left, you might have one or two options for him to throw to down on that side, or he can hold it and run for it. You see? So, I mean, it's a simple offense for a guy with limited QB experience, and Coach Payton knows how to get the most out of Taysom. So, everybody, I think he'll be fine. All right, last Saint, who that to you, fam? Appreciate you as well. Much love. All right, Daron says people talking about the O-line for Hill. Yeah, if you had to start, Jameis was going to win that job anyway, fam. Come on. Jameis was going to beat Taysom. Taysom, they were what during the camp, and it's just that man has 70 games of experience. I mean, that it's tough for you to be the guy. That's like you got somebody you work with and they got like 5 or 6 or 7 years of whatever they doing there over you, and you just got there. I mean, that's a lot of experience to know how stuff go and what to do, what not to do. That's a lot of experience. 70 games versus 4 games of starting QB experience. That's a horrible disparity. And, of course, we knew eventually that that'd be tough for him to overcome. We said that countless times. Thank you, Big Sean. He says, thank you, all Who Dat, for the birthday wishes. Much love to my dog, Big Sean. Once again, happy Who Dat birthday to you, my friend, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you, brother. All right. Kev says Taysom gonna play some tight end now. Yeah, he gonna do it too. Farouk, what's up, fam? Who that to you? Farouk Obasi. What's going on, my brother? Who that to you? Nolan says, Big Q, do you think Marshon Lattimore is going to be suspended? If so, why are they waiting so close to begin the season? That's just what Roger Goodell does, bro. He did that same thing with PJ Williams several years ago when PJ got caught driving on the interstate drunk. Y'all remember that? And he didn't punish him right away. He waited several weeks into the season before he handed out a 2-game suspension on PJ Williams. So don't be surprised if that situation occurs too. Historically speaking, man, it's just, that's how he does business. It's an attempt to try to throw the Saints off at the last minute. That's all it is. And like I said, Goodell doesn't like the Saints. He never liked the Saints. That went way back in the day when Tom Benson was voting against him to be the commissioner. He remembered that, and the guys that voted against him, he set out to make their lives horrible. So that's why he don't like the Black and Gold Nation. Also tried to steal the Saints. Who that said they're going to beat them Saints? Try to steal that in the verbiage and all that kind of stuff and make an NFL property. They fought against them. So it's just heavy-handed, dirty, under rotten-handed type of stuff like that. So I don't put nothing past them. But if if we talking games, I'm saying at least 2, maybe I say 2 games, 2-game suspension. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's one way or the other with him waiting into the season. I'm thinking it should be done before the season. Even the media asked that question finally about what's going on, and Coach Payton kind of alluded to the same thing we just said. We haven't heard anything from that. And they damn sure ain't forget about it. You know what I mean? All right, Saints. 01 says Winston surprised me with how accurate. How he reads his reads. Didn't go for the big shot every time. He took his progressions and took the open slant routes. Definitely got the ball out quick, impressive. Yeah, he did. And that's the big sticking point for Taysom is he's an accurate deep ball thrower. That's one of the great traits that he has. He throws a very accurate deep ball. We've covered that as well and talked about it because I think that's a big part of how great Taysom Hill could be in a Saints wide open attack. What's up, Brother Kendall? Brother Kendall is in the building. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here. Trey Joseph is in the building. Who that to you, fam? Good to see you as well. Text says Big Q, Phil Simms was trying his best to downplay Jameis' performance while trying to keep Taysom relevant in the QB race. It was common. Yeah, that Sims dude is an idiot, man. I mean, bottom line, maybe he got his shirt buttoned up so much that he can't breathe. It's choking him to death, keeping oxygen from his brain. Because he says a lot of stupid stuff. That guy, I don't know. He only got that job because his daddy, Phil Simms. He never done nothing, hitting on nothing as a quarterback to be sitting up there talking about. It's just preposterous and ridiculous. Say no one said, read my comment about Winston. Scroll up. No. Did I say that? He says Jameis is going to be the starter. The other players have been given hints way before the Jags game. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. I think I read that already. Okay. Well, then the second part anyway. Thank you for the comment there. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Darrell. All right. Taysom is a true diehard. Yeah, Taysom will be all right. All right. Okay. All right. Let me go on down here and finish. St. Gunner said I have Winston as a dark horse MVP candidate. A lot of people saying that. Comfortable View says Saints look good. I'm becoming more of a fan of famous Jameis. Yeah, he's gonna look really good, man. I'm telling you. Jim Keff said, "Hey Q, what good cornerback is on the free agency list right now?" I haven't checked that in a couple of days, Kev. But with the cuts coming, they're putting cornerbacks on the street, so there might be a few surprisers out there. The Saints still taking a look. They were off today, which I thought that they'd be bringing in guys. The trial being where we got all the injuries that's cropping up. So we'll look into it though. Let's see who else we got here as well. Uncle Paul is in the building. Hey, Big Q, I got to play with Taysom Hill and Deontay Harris as a reverse on the kickoff. Hill makes the catch and start. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, old Coach Payton will love that one, man. He'll love that. Mike, what's up, Mike Larry in the building. Who that to you, fam? Jameis didn't look bad in the first preseason game. Lil Jordan dropped that pass. Yeah, I know. I said that, Mike. I agree with you on that. Lil Jordan, the guy popped it out of his hands up into the air for an interception. That was really on Lil Jordan Humphrey. Wallace said, I heard nothing is going to happen to Marshon Lattimore because they cannot prove that Lattimore knew that gun was stolen. So therefore, NFL can't charge him Neither. Okay, thank you, Wallace. That's good news if that's the case. I haven't heard that before, but I appreciate you sharing that information with the family members. That's very a very interesting point there. All right, fam, let's jump into some of these stories here. Please feel free, if you hadn't already hit it, family, over 100 of us in the building. Please feel free to smash the piss out the, the like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and join the Great Saint Think Tank. Join the Who Dat Nation as we get into some of these stories, man. So here we go. All right, Saints announce roster moves, and this happened the other day, yesterday. Of course, we were doing the Patreon show as well. All right, New Orleans Saints announced that, let me get it here, have placed cornerback Brian Poole, defensive tackle Jalen Dalton, and Ethan Greenwich on the injury reserve, waive punter Nolan Cooney, and waive injured defensive end Marcus Willoughby. The announcements were made by Saints executive VP / general manager. Talk to Sean. Mickey, that's right, Mickey Mouse. All right, so what's intriguing? That was funny, but what's not funny is these goddamn injuries. That's the main thing here. That's not funny at all. But the what's intriguing and interesting about these injuries is Jalen Dalton, man, was a guy that got hurt last year, and I was really excited about Jalen Dalton. I was talking about him, y'all know, early and often. Coming into the season, and then you seen how well he played in preseason. Then the second year, he was outright moving. And according to the word on the street is that, listen, Jalen Dalton was going to get that starting job opposite of David Onyemata. He was going to start next to him. That's how well Jalen Dalton was playing. But in the end, he's going to be, they placed him on IR. Brian Poole, who's another veteran cornerback the team brought in, was another guy that was supposed to happen. But you see guys, these cornerbacks starting to fall away with the injuries, which is, not a good thing. Now, Ethan Greenwich, who played well the first time he was here, but then last year he just kind of fell through the floor. He was a guy that really, I can't say was doing anything in camp. I didn't see really anything impressive from Ethan Greenwich this year. But these guys on injury reserve. And, of course, we know punter Nolan Cooney was not going to make it. He could. Blake Gillikin was a strong a player there. I mean, like I said, he spent time with Tommy Morstead, the legend, giving him the game. And then he came in and that guy kicks the piss out the ball. He just needs to work on his accuracy a little bit. But he's a hell of a punter, to be honest with you. And also they waived injured defensive end Marcus Willoughby, who was really not doing too much. He's mostly a special teams guy there. So, I mean, what's going on is intriguing, to say the least. But, yeah. Poole, Dalton, Greenwich on the injury reserve, and then waive Nolan Cooney and Marcus Willoughby. Cut it down to about 80, people. So that's intriguing. Anyway, we'll get into some of this other news, but another portion of news to talk about is the fact, and this is from Saints Wire, report that Ken Crawley was injured with the Jaguars. He expects to miss several weeks. Now, of course, that sounds bad, but the reality at the end of the day is there are reports saying that Ken Crawley should be ready for the first week of the season. But, that's what they were saying. A couple of weeks, several weeks, mean more than one, but y'all know that. But it's intriguing. Let's get into the article. All right, and this is reported by Nick Underhill. That's what the article was built around, is that Ken Crawley is going to be out for a couple of weeks. And Crawley played some of the best football this summer against the Jags and was projected to start across from Marshon Lattimore in September the 12th home opener against the Green Bay Packers. He had a very strong training camp and looked to have rebounded from his time away from New Orleans, which he spent on other practice squads and even out of football for a time until his opportunity came again. He is hoping for a full and quick recovery. The door is hardly shut on Crawley recovering to play in week 1, but it should be considered a given. While the Saints have time to get him back to good health, they also have a promising rookie who've already pushing Crawley for the starting gig. Paulson Adebo, the third-round pick out of Stanford, has held his own through 2 preseason games to continue to impress in practice. Still, throwing him into action against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers receiving corps isn't an ideal welcome to the NFL for any rookie. But listen, baptism by fire, man. That's what the NFL is about. Can't sit there with you with baby you and hold you and protect you from no. Sometimes you got to put them out there and let them get them live game reps. That's what it's about. And Paulson Adebo in the last 2 games, and that's all you can basically judge him on based upon what he's done since he's been here, is the fact that he's been a solid cornerback. They've thrown at him a lot, and he's responded in kind really good. He's also been stellar in preseason as well, and he's showing them. And there were people saying that the Saints were high on Paulson Adebo because he had that type of mentality, that he learns very fast, that he has pride. He's not going to let you get out there and talk shit to him and push him around and dog him and all that. He ain't going to let you play with him like that. And he has that type of mentality and attitude. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from Paulson Adebo. But Ken Crawley should be back in a couple of weeks, which is a positive. Now, this article does make a lot of great points, but it kind of omits a very stark detail, which is, how could you not equate this into the article, that the development of Ken Crawley wasn't just simply because he spent time outside the Saints with other teams. If he was that good, them other teams would have kept his ass. The Cardinals would have kept his ass. No, the Saints picked Crawley up out of convenience. He was a guy that was familiar with the defensive system. He was a guy that they knew would work for cheap, and they had his number, like several other players, on speed dial. Also, one of the biggest caveats are production from a guy that's helping out Ken Crawley is the DB coach, Coach Richard. Chris Richard came here and gave a lot of this type of confidence to guys like Ken Crawley. Matter of fact, Coach Richard, I didn't know this, but he's a doctor. We need to start calling him Dr. Richard, because he single-handedly performed surgery on Ken Crawley and removed the neck brace that was keeping Ken Crawley from turning his head. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that little tidbit? I bet y'all didn't know that shit. I bet y'all didn't know that Ken Crawley had surgery on his neck that was performed by Chris Richard. Dr. Chris Richard, my bad. Dr. Richard. Dr. Richard removed the neck brace that was keeping PJ Williams from turning his head around. But anyway, Ken Crawley did a hell of a job and is doing a hell of a job. So that is something I actually love. And Ken Crawley, before you walk it, you can't say that right now. But then again, like my boy Carlton said, you got to have to show me in the regular season, man. We know about preseason superstars. We see plenty of them. But could take that success and then translate it into the regular season? Y'all know it's the truth. Y'all know, Kev, be kind. Y'all know it's the truth. All right, so let's keep on going. After losing veteran backup Brian Poole, we just covered at the injured reserve, the Saints are left with the following healthy cornerbacks: Lattimore, Adebo, 2020 practice squad holdover Pale Grant Haley, part-time free safety PJ Williams, and recently signed Natrell Smoke Goose Jamerson and Brian Cereal Mills, because he was actually Kitty Cereal. He got ate up pretty bad in the back end. He's a tall cornerback, 6'2", but the height didn't help him when he was getting turned around. Smoke Goose rotisserie, what else alligator on the stick, whatever you want to call it. That's what was happening. The Smoke Goose, Natrell Jamerson and Brian Cereal Mills, because they looked awful. I don't know what Natrell Jamerson thought he was doing, looking into the backfield at the quarterback. Then he did a double take again. And then, of course, he finally turned around and seen that his guy, who he's supposed to be guarding, was running and catching a very easy touchdown. Not good. And then, of course, Brian Mills got smoked on a couple of big plays to help set the scoring plays up on the back end to help get the Jaguars to make the score more respectable. He actually had a play where he jumped up and kneed the man in the face, and he got hurt. So I don't think he's hurt now, but it does show me that the Saints need to stop shopping at Aldi's and stop shopping at the Dollar Tree and all that, and go outside and go to the high quality dollar. Go up there to the high quality groceries and see if you can find some cornerbacks, man. Because listen, man, we got to make it happen. All right, so that's a piece of it, fam. Let's move on right there to the next article right here, and we're gonna talk about this. The Saints submitted an unsuccessful waiver claim for tight end Kahele Warring. Now that's what I was saying. Now remember we talked about this from the last time, and one of the things we talked about was, okay, Q, are they going to trade for Kyle, what's his name? The guy, Zach Ertz from Philly. And I was saying no. Now, remember last show, family, when we was talking about when we was having, and this was on the Patreon show, when we got locked content, stuff like that. If you want to join the Patreon and the YouTube membership, you can get access to all those locked shows. But I was saying there's no way the Saints can go out and pay or trade for Zach Ertz, who's making $8.9 million. Absolutely not. The hell no. They had an article that one of the guys, I don't know if it was Sigler or somebody else, he was right. We covered it on TSC that he would release or cut or trade. That's what I think it was. Trade Latavius Murray to somebody for a 7th-round pick to free up the money to make a trade for what? For Ertz? Hell no. I'm not going to give up my second best running back right now to give up to get a 7th-round pick. I got enough draft pick. We still trying to win this year and secure picks for the future. We got enough picks. Now it's time to put it all together this year and have success here, getting into the playoffs and have deep playoff run. Now, the Saints submitted unsuccessful waiver claim for this unknown tight end. And I was saying that because that's what the Saints are going to do. They're not going to go out and try to find some tight end. I would be interested to see, but Josh Hill retired from Detroit. Did the Saints get Josh Hill to come out of retirement back to the – that's a long shot, but it's just a thought. Now, let's look at it. Well, frustrated, New Orleans Saints need more bodies at the tight end position after the injuries of Garrett Griffin. Remember, I keep telling y'all about Garrett Griffin. Garrett Griffin's there every damn year. He's always hurt, and that's why I really at one point I was like, I want to see what Garrett Griffin. It was 2 years ago, by the way, but Garrett Griffin continued to get hurt year after year. It's the same thing. So you got Garrett Griffin, Adam Trautman, and Nick Vannett all dealing with injuries. Information on Trautman is encouraging. We're gonna get into that more on that later. We're gonna also talk about Nick Vannett possibly missing 2 to 4 weeks with an issue as well. So Juwan Johnson was already beating out Nick Vannett, in my opinion. What's up, Tramal? Who that to you, Greg CTT? Brother Dada's in the building as well. Who that to all y'all, man? Appreciate y'all being in the chat, man. Much love. 504 Co. Who that to you, fam? Much love to you. I see you. 504 Co. All right. Yeah, I know, Kev. Keep saying straight silver can trash. I know, but see, Garrett Griffin is a guy that a lot of people was like, okay, yeah, Garrett Griffin might be the guy to be the third tight end there, but he can't stay healthy. Trautman, really, both of these guys, Vannett missed serious injuries, which is positive, man. So we'll be seeing these guys real soon. All right, let's keep going. But it stings to miss on a potential addition, like ESPN's Phil Yates said, reports that Saints submitted a waiver claim for the former Houston Texans tight end Kahale Warring, but they were leapfrogged by the Patriots. Now, the NFL is using the same order for draft selections in the waiver wire this time of year. So New England at number 15 gets priority over the Saints at 28. Now, Yates added that the Indianapolis Colts, number 21, also submitted a waiver claim, so there was no chance of Warren would have made it to the Saints. Missing out on Warren isn't a world-ending problem. He's only appeared in 7 games over the last 2 years while dealing with injuries, but the Saints are also thin at the position right now, and they can use all the help they can get. So, like I said, this is a guy, and look, this just was a practice squad guy, just a depth piece. They're not going to go and get no Ertz and all this kind of stuff. They're going to pull up and try to get them one of these little cheap tight ends, add them on the depth chart until everybody gets well, and then go from there. So it's intriguing, man, to say the least. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter one hill of beans, does it? But that just goes to say what direction the Saints are looking at in terms of replacing the tight ends, because we know that Trautman won't be out for long. Now, Saints tight end Adam Trautman to see a specialist for foot injury, could miss sometimes. I remember he went and did this, and of course, that's right, Darrell. Taysom could play, and now that Taysom has a dose of reality, he could play the tight end position. That's right. He can also help you out in the wide receiver position. That's why we might not see too many of these people coming out. Saints tight end Adam Trautman left season Superdome on the court during Monday night's preseason game and received an MRI on his injured left foot Tuesday. While Trautman appears to have dodged a significant injury, a league source indicated he will see a specialist and he could need a few weeks to recover. This is very good news. Very good news. Trautman appeared in 15 games as a rookie last year, catching 15 passes for 171 yards and a touchdown. He's expected to step into a much larger role this season after the team released veteran Jared Cook and Josh Hill. It was not only bad news the Saints received lately at the tight end position. Nick Vannett also left Monday's preseason game with an injury, and Garrett Griffin missed the game after sustaining minor injury in practice. Now, the Saints have just 2 tight ends present at practice at that time, which was Juwan Johnson and Ethan Wolf. So with that being said, we knew Juwan Johnson would be a big help in addition to the Saints in that regard. But Trautman, a few weeks is a good deal. It's also the same thing about Nick Vannett. They're saying 2 to 4 weeks, but Juwan Johnson steps up. Ethan Wolf actually played pretty good, catching the ball all right as well. Thank you, Brother Dada, for the chat. He says, put Till put Hill at tight end. Yeah, put Till too. Put Till at tight end. Put Hill at tight end, and probably will be solved. Thank you, Dada, for your super chat. Thank you. That we definitely, you know it. You know that, my brother. You know that's exactly how it's gonna happen. Appreciate you. What's up, Colorado? Who that? Pretty good, my friend. It was hot, but I hope your day was good as well. Appreciate you. All right, Woolworth Shorty said I had a notification for the Pelican post game and didn't see this. He says, I hope I ain't too late. Who that? Thank you, Woolworth Shorty. Appreciate your family for being here. Nah, you right. We right on time. And if you feel the need to rewind more, feel the need. What's up, Elite? Big ups to you. All right, so that's a couple of them, family. We talked about that and that. Now let's continue. Let's go to the. I guess we can go over analyzing the latest projection, 53-man roster projections here as well. We've completed 2 of New Orleans Saints' 3 preseason games in the second wave of roster cuts, so it's time to reevaluate the depth chart and forecast what it may look like week 1 of the regular season. Now, decisions weren't any easier this time around. Some players have to help their cases. Others, haven't. You can find a full roster projection here if you want results, but let's dig into it. Now, this is the countdown to 53. What's up, Travis? Who that to you, fam? Says, let's go get Tebow. Oh, man. Somebody, I remember we had a good old laugh. I think it was Uncle Paul. And no, it was Brother Madge. Brother Madge said, Tim Tebow, that Jameis Winston is nothing but a better version of Tim Tebow. The whole damn panel laughed. All right, so that's the thing. So offensive backfield, let's take a look. Quarterback Jameis Winston, you see Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, Ian Book. Running backs, Elvin Kamara, Tony Jones Jr., Dwayne Washington, fullback, Sutton Smith. Roster cuts. This man got Trevor Siemian cut, Latavius Murray cut, Devonta Freeman cut, and Alex Armah cut. For real? Siemian didn't do anything to preseason exposure so far to make me think he gets into week 1 roster. Ahead of Book, I get you on that. He makes sense. Someone to stash on the practice squad in case C19. And yeah, Winston is unequivocally my pick. Yep. Last time I felt Murray, he said I left Murray off the projection, and what I felt like was a reactionary move that I'd regret later, but it just hasn't looked good. He's lacked the juice we've grown to expect as a runner, while the offensive line has made little headway for him as a blocker. He hasn't shown the ability to run through contact and fight for extra yardage. Other younger players are beginning to pass him up on the depth chart. Really only one player, not younger players, young player. Tony Jones looks good, but look, I had this talk with Uncle Mozzie chiming in, and he was saying that, hey, man, listen, bro, let's just get rid of Latavius Murray and put Tony Jones up there. I said, listen, Tony Jones Jr. and I've always talked up Tony Jones. Y'all know me, know what I'm talking about with Tony Jones. Issue with that is Tony Jones has not shown you a big enough sample size serving for you to put Latavius Murray your second best running back in the street. You get what I just said there? Did you get that? You got the, and that's like what he was saying. Actually, his commentary was more about getting rid of Michael Thomas, trade Michael Thomas for this guy. Well, don't laugh at him for saying this, but he wanted us to trade Michael Thomas to the Falcons for Matty Icy. I was like, what? Whatever. But the mere fact, he said, why would you trade him? Because we got Marquez Callaway. And I was like, okay, Callaway is good, but he hasn't done it enough to say, okay, let me get rid of this established top 5, top 3 wide receiver for a guy that is showing me in small moments. I need to see that over an extended period of time before you would do something like that. I'm just keeping it real. You don't get rid of your established players for somebody that look good, because you still need to get an opportunity to see what they're looking like. And plus, Latavius Murray doesn't cost a lot of money. He doesn't cost a lot of money, so I don't agree about that. So I've been assuming Armah would win the fullback competition, but he may not be such an easy shoo-in. Smith has gotten more reps than him on both offense and special teams through 2 preseason games. Armah missed a few practices last week, undisclosed injury. Smith is a former linebacker who converted to the position and seems to have handled that well. If you're thinking Sutton Smith, who I really like, who's an excellent pass rushing linebacker in what is AAA when he played in college, led last year in sacks. The guy is a ball player. He's a linebacker that can play the fullback position, and he does look smoother. I did see him in there running and blocking. He looks like a You know, he fits the part. He's a small guy with a lot of passion and heart. But Alex Armine is a guy that been out here doing it, man. You know, so we'll see how it look. I don't know about that. Skill positions: Callaway, Traquan Smith, Ty Montgomery, LaJordan Humphrey, Aesop Winston, Quan Baker, Trautman, Johnson, Vanette, and Griffin. Roster cuts: Kevin White, Ethan Wolf, Chris Hogan. Hurt, suspended. Thomas physically unable to perform. Wide receiver Deontay Harris expected 2-week suspension. And of course, you see that's kind of easy. They said that he put Kevin White on the street. Now Kevin White could show up next game. You know, if Kevin White would have caught all the passes, he could probably bump one of the Aesop Winston, who looked pretty decent. But in reality, we'll see how it all goes. The Hogan is another guy that's intriguing. They picked up Hogan, and Hogan's been hurt off and on, and he hadn't looked particularly special to me in these games anyway. So we'll see. Offensive line: Armstead, Ramczyk, Hurst, Young, Pete, McCoy, Throckmorton, Clapp, and McCoy. He left off McConnell, Caleb Bennock, J.R. Sweezy, Jordan Mills, and Derek Kelly. So he got Kelvin Throckmorton in over like a veteran like J.R. Sweezy. And Throckmorton could play 3 positions. He can't play the tackle position as well as you would like because he's slow. But the center and guard positions, he does provide versatility, and they do like him. Of course, they lost Greenwich to injury to the IR, so it'll be intriguing to see that as well. Of course, special teams: Blake Gillick and Eldrick Rojas because of Will Lutz's injury. Let's go defense: Cam Davenport, Peyton Turner, Carl Granderson to Tanu Passanio. Defensive tackles: Laringo, Huggins, Roach, and Tuttle. King Tut. Roster cuts: McIntosh and Josiah Bronson. I don't know about that. I don't know about getting rid of Josiah Bronson, who's looked pretty good. McIntosh had a sack too. Jalen Dalton would have been the top interior lineman during Onyemata's suspension, if not the second season triceps injury with the Saints. It's such a bummer. Yeah, I'm very bummed out by that for Jalen Dalton. I thought, damn. McIntosh or Bronson would make sense on the practice squad. Bronson has played more snaps than anyone else in rotation, but he's only bagged the single quarterback pressure since his. And see, Bronson is shown up, and in some circles, people think Bronson's better than Huggins. So I really would switch Bronson with Huggins because Bronson's a beast. He's been showing out in camp, so I don't know about that. But anyway, linebackers: DeMario Davis, Chase Hansen, Quan Alexander, Zach Bond, Pete Werner, and Caden Ellis. Out on the roster cards: Shaq Smith, McManus, and Dowell. Dowell makes it intriguing because Dowell, did he outperform Caden Ellis? That's the question. A lot of people saying, what about Caden, Q? It's based on Dowell. Do the Saints look at Dowell as somebody they can add to the team? Only time will tell. Defensive secondary: Lattimore, Crawley, Adebo, Pale Grant, Haley, and P.J. Williams. Marcus Williams, Jenkins, Gardner, and J.T. Gray. Cuts: Heath, Natrell Jameson, Brian Mills, Eric Burrell, Deuce Wallace, and Bryce Thompson. Even though I like Burrell, should stick around. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson isn't a safety. He's a cornerback there. And P.J. Williams missed a lot of time. Could we be in for a surprise P.J. Williams cut? More than likely not. But is it another young guy that stepped up and played his way onto the team? Deuce Wallace, perhaps Eric Burrell, who's a hitter? How about Jeff Heath, the veteran safety? Do the Saints need a veteran backup there? I guess Heath is supposed to be this year's DJ Swearinger. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But Gray is also a special teams ace there, and it's only a matter of time before we see if some of these projections come true. Of course, we ain't gonna do our projections until after the next preseason game. We'll do a show on that what we think the projections will be, and we'll go from there. Sufayan, what's up, fam? Good to see Sufayan in the chat. Long time no see, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Hope everything going well with you in Paris, my friend. Who that to you? And welcome. Good to see you in there. All right, so let's keep it going, man, up in this thing. So let's just rehash, family, on all articles. And that is it. New Orleans Saints announced the roster moves, and we covered that, which is putting Brian Poole, Jalen Dalton, and Ethan Greenwich on the injury reserve, waiving Nolan Cooney and Marcus Willoughby to get to the 80-man requirement. We also talked about King Crawley missing a couple of weeks due to his injury, which shouldn't be that bad. We went over the 53-man projection roster, the fact that the Saints submitted an unsuccessful waiver claim for a third-string ass tight end who nobody knows, but just showing you the direction in which the team is pointing in not looking at anything big. And speaking of tight ends, Trautman went to see a specialist. He will be okay. He will be okay, my friend. So it's only a matter of time before we see that come back around. You know, we see Trautman out there. And also the news with Nick Vannett as well is encouraging. With Nick Vannett, that he'll miss 2 to 4 weeks of play. So a lot of injuries, some of them are good, some of them bad. But at the end of the day, you know, that's a part of the game. The Saints simply have to step up and make things happen. That's what it comes down to. We have to fill in for the guys. And, of course, not just the injuries, but the suspensions. 2 games for Deontay Harris, 6 for David Onyemata, that he'll be out. Marshon Lattimore, we talked about that earlier here. And, you know, and then, of course, the injuries to people. But the positives are how Ken Crawley responded, how Paulson Adebo's responded. I still want to see Marcus Williams and how Marcus Williams looks. I want to see that as well. What's up, Reginald? Who that to you, fam? What's up, Caleb? Who that to you, fam? Much love. Good to see you in the chat as well. But I still want to see Marcus Williams. Did Marcus Williams have an ascension to a degree because of the tutorship or the mentorship of DB coach Richard? You know, we'll see. We'll see how that all works in the end, man. But I just think at the end of the day, you know, we headed in the right direction. Injuries are part of it. And of course, how could I fit Mike 8 to 10 weeks, Michael Thomas, and 8 to 10 weeks for Will Lutz? Saints will keep rolling. That's what we do. We're going to keep rolling. But I can tell you one thing. We ain't having a problem with that goddamn running attack. Thank you, Dad. I appreciate you said. I'm surprised we haven't brought in cornerback. Yeah, Garyon Conley. Yeah, that's Coach Payton's guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not Coach Payton. That's Laddie Daddy's guy that he coached with. And of course, you know, Coach Payton loves Ohio State guys. So you would have thought that would have been a match there. What's up, Audit? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in there. Much love to Audit. Yeah, I would have thought that too, Dada. You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't materialize. But, you know, sooner or later it will. What's up, Travis? Who that to you, fam? Sooner or later, Coach Payton going to reach back to them roots that he's so very familiar with. What's up, Reginald? Big ups, fam. Good to see you in there. 504 Cole says Jameson is the assistant handshake coordinator. That man smoked duck, goose, chicken, ham, hock. Cut him now. Yeah, you know what? It's he got rotisserie a couple of times. He gave up a touchdown just looking into the backfield stupidly, and then he did a double take like he seen something, like he seen a 3-eyed lizard monster back there playing quarterback. He seen a 3-eyed lizard monster back there. He had did double taking while he was looking at him, man, running down there for a touchdown. What you doing, Natrell? Man, what the hell is you looking at? But you know, the Saints, and when I was like, man, they gave up too soon on Natrell, but he's still a young cornerback. You got to learn. When you put number 21 on for the black and gold, man, you got to come correct, man. With 2-1, man, you got to come correct. You know, you got to come correct. What's up, Mike? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you over here, man. Much love to Michael. But yeah, that's the part of it, fam. I mean, I listen. Injuries are a part of it. The term to show is TSC. Injuries mounting up for the black and gold. But you guys know, like I know, that injuries is a part of football. You're going to deal with them in the preseason. You're going to have them during the regular season. But the issue is, do you have enough depth to be able to carry the day until something happens? Now, we knew the Saints were interested in a trade. Anything can happen at this juncture of time. Usually the trade hadn't started yet because perhaps the Saints, instead of saying we'll surrender draft capital, they're waiting to see what players they put in the street and guys that they can pick up where they don't have to worry about giving up draft capital to land some of these guys. This could be in play right now. The Paulson Adebo thing is very serious, that most people are looking at Paulson Adebo as a guy that can help the squad, that can come in and help. He's looked really good in these 2 regular season matchups, and one more performance here could have Paulson Adebo starting for the Saints in week 1. A lot of people said, nah, I want Ken Crawley in there. Ken will be out for a couple of weeks. I can't believe people saying that. But Ken Crawley been playing really well, man. And his thing has been confidence. And Coach Richard is giving these guys confidence. They saying, listen, man, you belong here. You know, I am somebody. He kept telling them that. And they believe it. So, it's all good. So, like I said, man, we're going to be all right, man. The Saints still, the offensive line is healthy, and we still going to run the hell out the ball. We got Taysom Hill, Jameis there. Our wide receivers are looking pretty good. We got guys like Ty Montgomery, who's a running back, that's playing wide receiver. We got guys that's actually a quarterback. They call him Taysom Hill. We're going to play wide receiver and running back and tight end. Wherever you need him to be, he's going to be there. So, I mean, that's the bottom line. So, like I said, I'm not going to push the panic button. And the damn season ain't got here yet. All right, big ups to you, Smoke. What's up, Big Smoke Dog in the building? What's up, brother? Good to see Big Smoke Dog in there. Couple of family members I ain't seen in a while, man. Good to see you guys. Hope everything going good with your family. Hope everything good. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, fam. Is at the end of the day, I don't know, Slim. I don't know about Richard. I doubt people won't touch Richard Sherman right now. I doubt anybody want to deal with Richard Sherman. But let me hold on here. Let me look up something right quick. All right, just give me a second. Let me see if I can pull up some stuff right here. Trying to pull up some a list on the current free agent cornerbacks that's available right now. And it's Garrison's is it's the slipping the pickings are very slim, if anything, for the Saints. But yeah, Garyon Conley was a guy that I thought the Saints most certainly would look at as well. But I mean, they do have guys that's out there, but not nobody that you might know. And anybody that you might want to know, you might want to try to do and trade. But that's why I see what the Saints are right now. Like they did get guys like Prince Amukamara an opportunity to come into play. So they've looked high and dry. Well, I ain't gonna say high and dry. They did the best they can do, even bringing in guys like Adonis Alexander, who ultimately got hurt in the end. But the reality at the end of the day is that the team is going to continue to look for cornerbacks. But Adebo kind of holds it off, though, fam, to be honest with you. But we definitely could use a couple of DBs. What's up, Julian says, what's up, Q? I believe our defensive line will be a top 5 squad. I agree with you on that. And if you paid attention to any of the guys that were located that you watched play during the Saints matchup that were on the defensive line, how they were constantly getting pressure on the quarterback. Are you kidding me? The Saints kept getting constant pressure on the quarterback. Even through the back end of the game when the secondary started to give up those plays, the Saints were giving, even the second stringers were giving constant pressure, just constant pressure. Christian Ringo and those guys. So I mean, I'm encouraged by what the Saints have on the defensive line. I really am, interior and exterior. I'm really encouraged. The linebackers, I'm encouraged by the linebacker play. We had some solid linebacker play in preseason and in camp thus far. And I got to give a lot of credit to Dowell, who's really making it tough on the Saints to make that decision with him and Caden Ellis. It might come down between those two. Then the secondary has stepped up. It's just been injuries have really rattled our secondary. We brought in players to the secondary. Of course, we lost Patrick Robinson due to retirement, and then, of course, you got P.J. Williams, the handshake coordinator, who they see as versatile, that can move back and forth between safety and cornerback. So we'll see. What's up, Derek? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Big ups to you. Jesus will save us. Who that to you, fam? What's up, Ramsey? Who that to you? Much love. Big ups to you, fam. Free game say Peyton doing. Yeah, nothing really on Peyton free game right now. Peyton Turner is that they just holding them out right now. I think they're just playing it safe with Peyton Turner. You know what I mean? Him and Pete Werner. They playing it safe with those guys because you're gonna need them to a degree in the camp. I mean, when season kicks on, But Davenport, man, has been excellent. He's been looking real good. All right, so with that being said, fam, listen, I'm gonna bounce on that, man. Yeah. Thank you, Sufian, for asking. Peyton Turner at this part of the journey right now is doing okay. You know, he's all right. You know, it's just I think they're playing it safe on Peyton Turner and on Pete Werner right now. That's what I see from them. So, you know, to have them in there late. I know Big Irv. I just seen that BW Webb is available. I don't know if you never know with the Saints. But you know what? Why not if you go reach to Prince of Mukamara and Brian Poole and these guys now, why not reach out to Garyon Conley? Why not? You know, why not give him a shot? He'll be cheap, and he's right around the same age as a guy like Marshon Lattimore. Laddie Daddy knows him, plus he's an Ohio State guy. There'll be another Ohio State guy there. Greg says PJ need to be in the facility from sun up to sundown going over drills. If he do it wrong, put him on the street. Well, I mean, you know, like I said, a lot of those guys, Fred Thomas or PJ, well, I'll take PJ. You can keep Fred Thomas. What's up, Shane? Who that, fam? Good to see you. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Yep. Yeah, BW Webb. I know BC. You know what I'm saying? We was calling BW Webb the Hauser Cooper. We was calling him BW Cooper. When they signed him, we did the old shows. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But I'm a just be real with you. I think they're keeping those guys like Werner and Turner out just to be kind of on the safety tip. All right, and that's how I look at it. But anyway, I know Desir. Yeah, cornerback. Okay, yeah, that Pierre Desir. Yeah, I see you, Will. That dude right there did pretty well with the Colts. He'll be intriguing, you know. But his issue is he's very talented, but he gets hurt, man. That's the issue. So you never know. That Pierre Desir might be a guy to keep an eye out on, man. BC says Conley must have something else going on. He shouldn't still be out there. Greg, what time Pelican Pod? That'll be at 9:30 tonight, my boy. 9:30 for the Pelican Postgame Report. We'll be doing that. Yes, sir. It'll be 9:30 tonight. All right. So with that being said, fam, listen, I'm going to chop out on that. Listen, I thank y'all for tuning into the show. If you hadn't hit the like button, please smash the hell out of the like button. Please hit the like button. If you hadn't already hit upon it, please feel free to hit the like button. It helps out the stream as well. And also feel free, family, to if you don't know about the raffle we're doing, we're raffling off a PS5. We had several systems that we gave away last year and games. This year we raffling off a PS5 unit. If you guys want to be in the raffle, you can feel free to, you know, sign up. This heavy ass thing. You can feel free to. The link is in the description section below for the raffle. Also, if you want to play in the fantasy league, got a $220 pot for the winner. The runner-up gets $100. Sign up, man. Sign up for the Sports Coma Fantasy League, the 3rd annual Sports Coma Fantasy League. All those links are in the description section below. If you want to help out the platform, you can join our Patreon. You can unlock over 60 plus shows of content for TSC Q&A Live. We do it every Tuesday. Also, there's On Cue with Big Q, our other news podcast we do that's exclusively Patreon. You can get access to all that show and all that kind of stuff as well. So with that being said, I'm going to top out on that. I'll be back tomorrow on the Thursday stream, fam. We'll talk about some more Saints news and notes as well. If you had, what's up, Tro? Who that to you? Tro blew it in the building. If you hadn't already hit the like button, hit the hell out the like button. If you hadn't subscribed, hit the hell out the subscribe button as well. And we'll do this thing tomorrow as well. So much love to the Black and Gold family members. I love y'all. Y'all keep y'all heads up, and I'll see y'all later. Who that to you?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is Saints Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the
whothatdaily.com. That's right, the whothatdaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, whothatdaily.com is your site. The whothatdaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.